the rich kid who mocked me for eating. Expired food became my tenant 10 years later.
Please, just give me one chance.
I was young and stupid back then. I'll pay rent on time, I swear. I can even put down more deposit.
Please, I'm begging you.
This man kneeling before me, begging, desperately. He's wearing designer brands head to toe, but they're last year's collection. Wrinkled slacks. His face is greasy from days without washing. Dark circles heavy under his eyes. 10 years ago, when I was eating an expired kimbap in the corner of a convenience store warehouse, this quote-unquote golden spoon, classmate Park Min-suk kicked my lunch tray, calling it disgusting. Those limited edition sneakers he wore back then, worth $3,000, now replaced with cheap shoes full of holes. Min-suk, I'll have to dispose of this contract, just like my kimbap 10 years ago. Rotten things must be thrown away. Get out. Hey, we're friends. We went to the same school. Aren't we alumni? Alumni? 10 years ago, you told me. It's shameful to attend the same school as a beggar. Don't remember? Should I play you the recording? When poverty felt like a crime, when I wasn't even treated as human. My revenge starts now. The story goes back 10 years to 2015, when I was a high school sophomore. That spring, my father's small printing shop went bankrupt. He worked honestly his whole life, but when a client fled with the money, it caused the chain bankruptcy. Overnight, we were buried in debt. Over $150,000, an impossible amount to handle while raising me and my middle school brother. My mother woke up at 5 a.m. to wash dishes at a traditional market restaurant. My father worked day labor at construction sites. Still, the debt kept growing like a snowball. We were evicted from our Jeonse apartment and moved to a semi-basement monthly rental. That summer, I couldn't afford a new uniform. I inherited my brother's old one from 5 years ago. The sleeves were frayed. With visible threads, the knees showed clear mending marks. Mom, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry, son. I'm so sorry. Just bear with it. I'll buy you a new uniform next year. But I knew. Next year? The year after? A new uniform would remain a dream. Hell at school began then. Hey, did you see his uniform? Total homeless style. His family went bankrupt. His dad's a debtor. My dad says they'll flee in the night soon. Whispers whenever I walk the hallways. Giggling laughter when they saw me. I walked with my head down, staring at the floor. Lunchtime was the most painful. School lunch was $50 a month. Too much for our family. My mother earned $40 a day working, from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. After paying $250 rent and utilities, we could barely afford rice for the family. So I gave up school lunch. Instead, I got a part-time job at the convenience store near school. Student. The work is hard. When morning deliveries come, you have to carry all the boxes, stock shelves, clean. Can you handle it? Yes, I can do it. Please hire me. The hourly wage is minimum wage. And, oh, if there are expired lunch boxes or kimbap, you can take them. We're disposing of them anyway. My eyes lit up at those words. Free meals. No more burden on my parents. Really? Thank you. Thank you so much. So every lunch period, I ran to the convenience store to work. While friends ate warm meals in the cafeteria, I ate cold expired kimbap from the refrigerator. Kimbap a day or two past expiration, had rice grains hard and stiff. The seaweed was tough and hard to chew, but I was grateful. At least I wasn't starving. Then, that nightmare day came. During lunch, I was crouched in the corner of the store warehouse eating expired kimbap as usual. I locked the door, eating quietly, where no one could see. Suddenly, the door burst open. Ugh. Hey, doesn't it smell like a garbage can in here? What, is there a rat hiding? Park Min-suk, the richest golden spoon in our class. Rumors said his father owned multiple buildings in Gangnam. His mother ran a gallery in Cheongdam-dong. He carried a $4,000 bag to school and wore $3,000 limited edition sneakers. He was even caught playing games on his latest laptop during class. Oh, hey, isn't this that kid from our class? What was his name? Oh, right. Beggar. He nicknamed me Beggar. He found it amusing to call me that. Instead of my real name, I tried to quickly hide the kimbap in my hand. But it was too late. Ah, our class beggar is holed up. Here like a rat doing what? Oh, what's that? Hey, are you seriously eating expired disposal food? Seeing the kimbap in my hand, he called his friends. Hey, guys, come here. I'll show you something legendary. Soon 4 to 5 students gathered. All Min-suk's gang. Whoa, he's really eating disposal food? Ew, won't you get food poisoning from that? Hey, even your family's pigs eat better than that. I couldn't say anything. My face burned. Tears welled up. But I couldn't cry. Crying would make me more of a joke. Hey, beggar, does that taste good? Let me see. He snatched the kimbap from my hand. Give it back. What? Give it back? This filthy thing? Hey, won't you die eating this? Look at those hard rice grains. Total corpse rice. Then he threw the kimbap on the floor. The kimbap hit the ground, rice grains scattering everywhere. I stared blankly. My lunch, the only meal I'd eat today, was scattered on the floor. Oh, sorry, my hand slipped? But disposal food goes in the trash anyway, right? I just put it where it belongs. Then, with those expensive sneakers, he stomped on the kimbap on the floor. Oh, this is surprisingly squishy. Hey guys, you try stomping too. Haha, Minsuk's crazy. Hey, stop. Isn't that too harsh? Hey, disposal food gets thrown away. Anyway, they stomped on my kimbap, giggling like it was some fun game. I clenched my fists tight. So hard my nails dug into my palm until it bled. But I held back. If I started a fight, I'd be expelled from school. Then I couldn't go to college. Couldn't escape this hell for life. Huh? Hey, were we too harsh? Sorry here. Buy something new with this. He pulled money from his pocket. One crumpled $10 bill. Here, $10. That's big money for a beggar, right? Take it. He threw the money at my face. The $10 bill touched my cheek and fell to the floor. Hey, Minsuk, you're so kind. Saving the beggar kid. Ha ha ha. After they left laughing, I sat there for a long time. The kimbap scattered on the floor. The rice grains crushed underfoot. The crumpled $10 bill. Then, I really wanted to die. Why was I born poor? Why must only I live like this? Other kids are born into good homes, eating delicious food, wearing nice clothes, living happily. Why only me? But I picked up that $10 bill, crumpled, fallen on the floor, because that would be my brother's transportation money tomorrow. I couldn't let my brother starve like me. I picked up the kimbap scattered on the floor, one by one. The crushed rice grains, the torn seaweed, all of it. And I washed it in the bathroom sink and ate it. Yes, I ate it. I picked it up from the floor and ate it because that was all I could eat that day. Park Minsuk, I will definitely get revenge. That day I made a promise. Before the bathroom mirror, someday I'd rise higher than that bastard. I'd make him kneel before me. But after that day, things got worse. Pak Minsuk spread throughout the school that I ate disposal food. He even posted my photo on SNS. Ha ha ha, found a school legend. Kid eating expired kimbap for real? Hashtag beggar. Hashtag disposal king. Hundreds of mocking comments appeared below the post. Whoa, really? We have a kid like that in our school? Disgusting. Ha ha ha. Like something you'd see at a zoo. That face is from my class? So embarrassing. How people looked at me at school completely changed. Students moved aside when I passed. In the hallway, some openly covered their noses. There were girls' whispers too. Hey, don't go near that kid. He smells like disposal food. Really? Ew, gross. During PE, no one wanted to be on my team. The PE teacher said, hey, divide into teams, 4 each. While students rushed to form teams, I was left alone. The teacher looked uncomfortable. Join that team. Aw, teacher, we already have 4. What if we lose because of him? I couldn't even go to the cafeteria during lunch. Once I gathered courage and entered, oh, beggar appears. What's today's lunch menu? Expired kimbap special. Oh, my stomach hurts. The entire cafeteria became a sea of laughter. I left without eating a single spoonful. But harder was that teachers treated me differently too. Namju, I know your family situation is difficult, but at least wash up. I've heard other students are uncomfortable. Teacher, I wash every day. I wash my uniform too. No, that's not it. Manage your image. You're ruining the class atmosphere. Got it? You can go. Even the teacher saw me as a nuisance, a troublesome student, a burden to the class. When I got home, my parents looked even more exhausted. Cough, cough, oh my. My father developed bronchitis from inhaling too much dust at construction sites, but couldn't afford the hospital, surviving on pharmacy medicine. Honey, our son is being bullied at school. Because his uniform is old, he's skipping lunch. Even though I work like this, I can't properly provide for the children. My father said, it's because I'm incompetent. I'm sorry. Really sorry. I saw my parents crying through the door crack, but I couldn't go in. If I said I was struggling, they'd blame themselves more. That night, I wrote in my diary, September 15th, 2015. Another hellish day. That bastard Park Min-suk stomped on my kimbap. Other kids laughed. The teacher glared at me, but I held back. Someday I'll get revenge. In 10 years, 20 years, someday. Until then, I'll endure. I won't die. I'll survive and rise above those bastards. Even through those hellish days, I didn't give up. I woke up at 4 a.m. every day to deliver newspapers. 50 cents per paper. 200 papers meant $10. 5 a.m. Winter weather at -10 degrees. My fingers froze, unable to hold newspapers, but I blew warm breath on them and delivered one by one. 1, 2, 3. 198, 199, 200. Done for today. With that money, I bought used study books. New books were unthinkable. I borrowed old workbooks from seniors from 3 years ago at the library. After school, convenience store part-time, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 4 hours. Student, good work today. Here's an expired lunchbox. Take it. Thank you. A cold lunchbox. But to me, it was the finest feast. I studied sleeping only 4 hours a day. 4 a.m. newspaper delivery. 6 a.m. school arrival. Lunch period, convenience store work. After school, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. convenience. Store work. After returning home. Studying until 2 a.m. People around me mock. Hey, beggar. What's the point of studying? Does your family have money for college tuition? Just keep doing part-time work to pay off debt. Ridiculous. Honestly, will a kid eating disposal food get into Seoul University? But I ignored them and studied even more desperately. My senior year, I rose to 5th in the entire school. The teacher said, "Hey, I didn't know you'd improve this much. You can definitely get into a Seoul University." Teacher, I'll go to a university where I can get a scholarship. Right, get a full scholarship. You can do it. That year's college entrance exam, I scored better than usual. Though I couldn't get into Sky Universities, I had enough points for a regional, National University Engineering Department. And luckily, I received a full scholarship, full tuition waiver for all 4 years. Dormitory fees covered too. The day I received the acceptance letter, I ran to my parents. Mom, Dad, I got in, full scholarship. Really? Is it true? Oh, our son is amazing. Truly amazing. My mother hugged me and cried for a long time. My father turned away and wiped his tears. But on graduation day, one final humiliation awaited. Park Min-suk called me while I was taking graduation photos. Hey, beggar, going to college? Ridiculous. Regional University Engineering. What'll you do there? Be a factory worker for life? I looked straight at him. Min-suk, remember this. We'll meet again in 10 years. 10 years later? By then I'll have inherited my father's buildings and be a building owner. And you? You'll still be eating disposal food, right? Hee hee. We'll see. So I graduated high school and I vowed, absolutely, I won't live under people like him. After entering university, I lived like a madman, not just major classes. I studied business administration as a second major. I self-taught programming and learned design tools alone. Days were classes, evenings tutoring part-time, nights coding. Sleeping 3 to 4 hours a day became routine. My roommate said, "Hey, living like that will kill you. Rest a bit." I'm fine. I'm tough. My second year of college, I first created an online shopping mall, a business buying cheap clothes from China and selling them online. First month sales were $500. After fees, profit was less than $100. But I didn't give up. I self-taught SNS marketing, posted product photos on Instagram and Facebook, sent free clothes to influencers requesting sponsorships. At first, messaging 100 people got 0 replies, but messaging 1,000, 2,000 people, a few responded. An influencer messaged, "Pretty clothes. I'll accept the sponsorship." Gradually, little by little, sales increased. Junior year, first semester, monthly sales $5,000. Junior year, second semester, monthly sales $15,000. Senior year, first semester, monthly sales $50,000. By college graduation, I was making $15,000 monthly net profit. I'd already paid off my parents' debt and paid my brother's college tuition. Son, you've worked hard. Stop working and rest now. Mom, I'm just starting. I'll do bigger business. After graduation, I converted the shopping mall to a corporation, hired 5 employees, and expanded categories beyond clothing to accessories, cosmetics, and household goods. Age 25, monthly sales broke $100,000. Age 26, monthly sales broke $300,000. Age 27, grew to 30 employees. With the money I earned, I started studying real estate, auctions, public sales, redevelopment area investment. Since no one taught me, I self-studied. My first investment was an old villa on Seoul's outskirts. Won the auction for $120,000. Remodeled and sold for $180,000. Net profit, $40,000. I reinvested that money and invested again. There were many failures. Once, I was scammed and lost $25,000, but I didn't give up. Fail 10 times, succeed on the 11th. Age 29, I bought a small commercial building in Gangnam. A 5-story old building, but it was near the station with development value. Purchased for $800,000, invested $160,000 in remodeling, then rented first floor as a cafe, second and third floors as offices, fourth and fifth floors as residential. Monthly rental income alone was $6,500. Plus, the building price kept rising. Age 30, my bank balance exceeded $12 million, including buildings. Assets totaled $25 million. The kid who ate expired kimbap in high school was now a building owner in Gangnam. Then one day, the real estate agent contacted me. Boss, there's someone wanting to open a franchise cafe on the first floor. Would you like to meet them? Sure, that's fine. When are they coming? Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Oh, and they're asking to reduce the deposit. Deposit? It's originally $40,000. How much do they want? The agent said, they want $25,000, said they're short on funds. I don't usually reduce it, but decided to meet them first. Next day at 2 p.m., I was sitting in the building management office. Usually the agent handles tenant interviews, but that day I went out to see the tenant's face. But that man sitting on the sofa, legs shaking. Huh? That face, where have I seen it? A man appearing to be in his early 30s, wearing designer brand shirt, but last season's product with outdated design. Pants wrinkled, shoe soles worn down. His face was gaunt and haggard, dark circles heavy under his eyes, hair greasy like he hadn't washed for days. But that face was too familiar. Hey agent, when's the building owner coming? I'm busy. Time is money. The agent said, oh, he'll be here soon. Please wait a bit. Min-suk said, ugh. And you told him about the deposit, right? $40,000 is too expensive. Make it $25,000. And tell him to reduce the key money too. Just me coming here raises the building value, doesn't it? I can connect with the franchise headquarters too. This arrogant tone, that expression, Park Min-suk, that face I was seeing after 10 years. I quickly signaled the agent. The agent looked at me, nodded, and left. Now only Min-suk and I remained in the room. I pulled my cap down low, kept my mask on, and slowly walked toward him. Min-suk said in an irritated voice, huh? You're the building owner? You look young. Must have been born well and inherited the building from your parents. Rich kids these days are all golden spoons. Still the same, the habit of dividing people into golden spoons and dirt spoons. I slowly removed my mask, then my cap. I didn't inherit anything from my parents. Min-suk's face began to harden. But I did inherit some fighting spirit. Min-suk's eyes grew wider. Long time no see, Park Min-suk. Has it been 10 years? Min-suk was shocked. How are you? Don't remember? High school, the kid eating expired kimbap in the convenience store warehouse. That kimbap you stomped on with your foot. Min-suk's face turned white as a sheet. You, that kid. Yeah, that kid? You don't even remember my name? Was my name Beggar? Min-suk said, no, that was a joke. A joke between friends? A joke? Throwing my food on the floor and stomping on it is a joke. Throwing $10 at me saying, take this, beggar is a joke. Min-suk said, that? Back then, I was immature. I'm sorry. Sincerely sorry. But his eyes weren't apologetic. Panicked eyes and calculating eyes. How do I get out of this situation? That kind of look. I said, so, you want to open a store in this building? He began explaining his situation. Actually, my family went bankrupt too 3 years ago. My father co-signed a loan. Badly. Lost all the building. Now we have over $8 million in debt. So, Min-suk said, so I'm trying to run this franchise to pay off the debt. Please help me out. Can you reduce the deposit and lower the rent? We went to the same school. We're alumni, aren't we? Alumni? 10 years ago, he called me a beggar. Now he's calling us alumni? I said, alumni? Remember what you said to me 10 years ago? It's shameful to attend the same school as a beggar. Remember? I recorded it. Should I play? I took out my phone pretending to look for a file. I didn't actually record it, but wanted to see his reaction. Min-suk said, no, that was really a joke. Please help me out. He became more and more servile. That arrogant attitude from 10 years ago was nowhere to be found. But I'm curious, why did you want to come into this building specifically? There are many commercial buildings in Seoul. Min-suk said, this is the cheapest, and other places ask for more deposit. Ah, so you asked me to reduce the deposit because you thought I'd be easy? Min-suk said, no, that's not it. Then what is it? I'm not rich like your family. This is a building I earned by working. Why should I give you a discount? Minsuk couldn't say anything. Oh, right. You know, what I've been doing for 10 years. I slowly told my story. In college, I slept 3 hours a day while doing business, started a shopping mall, and grew it to a company with 30 employees, invested in real estate with that money. Minsuk was amazed. Think this is my only building? Including this one, I have 3. Assets over $40 million. 40 million. Yeah. The kid eating expired kimbap is now worth $40 million. Surprising, right? Minsuk's face went beyond pale to ashen. But you? How many buildings did your family have? 5? 10? Minsuk said, lost them all. My father co-signed a loan. Badly. So now you're a debtor, coming to me begging to reduce the deposit? Remember what you told me 10 years ago? You'll still be eating disposal food in 10 years. Right? Minsuk said, I'm sorry. Sorry? Is that one word enough? Do you know how humiliatingly I lived for 10 years? I told him about those years. Because of you, I was called beggar at school, couldn't enter the cafeteria, hid in the bathroom because kids covered their noses when I passed the hallway. Minsuk said, I'm sorry, really sorry. But you know, the day you stomped on my kimbap, I made a vow. I would definitely rise above you and get revenge. Minsuk cried, please, I'm really struggling right now. If I can't open the store, I have to pay penalties. Debtors are chasing me. So, should I give you the store? Out of sympathy? I took out a contract from the desk drawer and placed it before Minsuk. Sign here? Minsuk said, really? I can move in here? Wait, there are conditions. Minsuk said, conditions? What? I said, first, no reducing the deposit, $40,000 as is. Second, $2,500 monthly rent. Third, 1-year contract, no renewal. Minsuk was flustered. That's too harsh, isn't it? I don't have money right now. Harsh? 10 years ago, you were harsher to me. You just stomped on food. But I went hungry that day. And fourth condition, rent must come in by the 5th every month. Even 1 day late means immediate contract termination. That's too much. Usually there's a grace period. My building, my rules. Don't like it? Leave. Minsuk hesitated for a long time, but he had no choice. Other buildings had higher deposits, and he'd already signed a contract with the franchise headquarters. Minsuk said, okay, I'll sign. As his trembling hand reached to sign the contract, wait, I snatched the contract away. Minsuk said, why? What now? I slowly began tearing that contract before his eyes. Minsuk yelled, what? What are you doing? Sorry, I changed my mind. Minsuk said, hey, are you kidding? I was serious. I'm serious too. Seriously, I don't want trash like you in my building. Minsuk knelt down. Please help me out. I was wrong. I really was wrong. He knelt before me. That arrogant face that looked down and mocked me 10 years ago was nowhere to be found. But I felt no sympathy. Rather, I became colder. If I had knelt before you begging 10 years ago, would you have forgiven me? No, you would have mocked me more. Minsuk cried, I'm sorry, really sorry. I was crazy. Please, what did you say to me back then? A beggar should live like a beggar, right? Yeah, you're a beggar now, so live like a beggar. I scattered the torn contract pieces on him. Get out. Leave my building right now and never appear before me again. If you do, I'll call the police for illegal trespass. Checking the security CCTV, he cried in the hallway for a long time. From what I heard later, he had to pay a $40,000 penalty for breaking the contract with the franchise headquarters. He couldn't find a store location elsewhere and eventually became a credit default while being hounded by debt collectors. A month later, there was a high school reunion. I was invited, but didn't want to go. But a friend called. Hey, I heard you hit it big. You're a building owner? Come out just once. Let's see your face. Okay, I'll go. Entering the reunion hall, about 30 people had gathered. Many faces I was seeing after 10 years. Oh, you're the famous building owner. Amazing. Hey, honestly confessing, I kind of ignored you in high school. Sorry. Me too, sorry. I was immature then. Suddenly, people apologizing multiplied, but I knew. They weren't sincerely sorry. Just because I succeeded, approaching me for possible connections. It's okay. It's all in the past. Then a friend carefully asked, by the way, did you hear about Pak Min-suk? Totally ruined. I heard. The friend said, honestly, wasn't it his karma? How arrogant was he in high school? Another friend said, true. Always looking down on people. I quietly drank. The revenge was sweet, but also hollow. Revenge I prepared for 10 years. But actually doing it? My wounds didn't seem to heal. After the reunion ended, on the way home, I passed by that convenience store from 10 years ago. The convenience store was now changed to a different store. But the memories from then were vivid. Me eating expired kimbap in the warehouse corner, that humiliation of being stomped on. Can I forget it now? But I knew that memory would never be forgotten for life. To those of you hearing this story, I want to say, the world is unfair. Some people are born into good families and inherit everything. Some start disadvantaged, buried in debt. But life is a long marathon. Being ahead now doesn't mean you're first until the end. Poverty is not shameful. What's shameful is the arrogance of looking down on and trampling poor people. Park Min-suk probably realized when he lost his wealth that money doesn't determine a person's value. If any of you are going through hard times now, don't give up. I also cried eating expired kimbap 10 years ago, but I didn't give up and eventually came this far. And if any of you are doing well now, be humble. That person you're looking down on now might be holding your lifeline 10 years from now. Life is once. Success built by stepping on others is far less valuable than success achieved by standing up yourself. How was today's story? If you found it satisfying, please subscribe and like. Please share your stories in the comments too. See you in the next story. Everyone, stay strong. We're all fighting our own battles. Thank you for listening. Poverty is not a crime, but arrogance always comes with a price.